Yeah, we have one person awake. Woo! Yeah! All right, so my name's Lynn Joyce, and this guy up here is Joe Looney. We both do improv together. He's usually the musician. I'm usually the funny one, usually. I have him up here to make me sound funnier. So, what I'm gonna do for you guys tonight is called Improv Stand-Up. And how this works is there's audience participation, so you guys get to participate as well. The first game I'm gonna do is called Storybook. So I need one volunteer to come up on stage with me. All you'll do is just say a word every now and then. You, sir, over there, come on. In the blazer. Woo! Let's encourage him. Yes, for being brave. That's what I'm talking about. I normally don't get claps whenever I do stuff. Woo! All right, so how this game works is I'm gonna tell a story, and every now and then I'm going to, what's your name again, sir?
Pierre.
Say it for the microphone.
Pierre.
All right, Pierre. Pierre's going to give me a word every now and then when I shove the microphone in his face. Now, here's the rule. If you say fart, dick, penis, or anything like that, I have to kick you off the stage and get somebody else up, because once you say that, the joke's not funny anymore. Can you agree to that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right. So now before I start this off, I want to get a countdown from 5 to 1, because that's the official rules of comedy, is that you have to get a countdown, fresh start every time. Okay? All right, let's start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There once was a
Tree.
and that tree had a name. Its name was
Norman.
Norman the tree was a very normal tree. He liked taking long walks on the beach and eating ice cream. Until one day, his nemesis arrived. His nemesis, whose name was
Willow.
Willow. Ironically, Willow was a
Sycamore.
Norman and Willow never got around to becoming friends because Willow stole Norman's girl, who's named
Orange.
Now Norman thought he could find a way to trick Willow, maybe dig a hole in his path so he'd just trip, or I don't know, call his mother a bad name or something. But instead, he decided to write a book. And the title of that book was
Stuff.
Stuff. There's also Latin for I will kill you in your sleep. It's very loose translations. As he wrote this book, he got drunk. And as he got drunk, he broke windows in his house, just clamoring over the day that Willow would die. And then he heard a knock at the door. It was
A dude.
It was a dude indeed. This dude looked very scraggly. Just wanted a cup of sugar for some reason. Apparently it was a neighborly thing to do. So Norman went to the kitchen, as most neighbors would, and got him a cup of sugar. Handed it to the man and said, "Good day." But then the man said, "Wait." And then Norman said,
Drugs.
which was obviously the correct answer. So he paid him off because he realized it was actually, the hobo that he paid off earlier for his weed and everything, and he got it and went home. And after smoking for a while, he went back to writing his book. And then he realized he had no money. How was he going to distribute this book? So then he called,
A sex line.
which for the record is more than one word. And he got some inspiration. Cindy, as she called herself, or himself, it was a deep voice, said, "Oh, Norman, tell me more." And then he said, "Well, I have a 401k, and it's mostly open for, till I'm 40, but..." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, really? Yeah, keep talking. You're so making me hot right now." And then he realized how much he hated himself, and he hung up the phone abruptly. He dialed from a 1-800 number anyway, so he could get traced or anything, so. And then later, he went to bed. He woke up the next morning, saw his friend Willow, his beloved Orange, and he walked up to them, and he said one single word.
Ball, 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 ball.
The end. Thank you, sir. It's always fun telling stories when you have no idea where it's going. All right, so now my next act is going to be called Emotions. So how this works is I'm going to get 4 or 5 emotions from you guys, and then I'm going to have my friend Joe here do a little riff on his guitar, as such. Example, whatever riff he does, I'm going to do whatever. And after he does his riff, he'll say whatever emotion. So let's go ahead and get some emotions from this side of the room. Emotions like anger or apathy. Distress, all right, distress.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. Orgasmic. Distressed, flabbergasted, orgasmic. Let's get 2 more. An emotion, a type of emotion. Kenny from like South Park? Giddy. That's a new one. Well, it's an old one, but it's a new one because I've not heard it very much. Let's get 1 more. Sad. We're gonna do sad.
I was not expecting that one.
All right, so do you remember them?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, sad. We got sad. Giddy, orgasmic, flabbergasted, and then distressed. Oh, they got it over there. They're like, that bitch is distressed. All right. So how this works is I'm going to convey a character with that emotion. Now Joe will and then say another emotion, so I have to swap it to another character. And then he can go back to the emotion and I'll pick up right where I was. So let's go ahead and get a countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sad. So I was walking and I saw this bird on the floor and I was like, oh no, it's a bird. And then I walked away. And then I saw a cat and I was like, oh no, it's a cat. And then I walked away.
Flabbergasted.
So I was walking the other day and there was this girl, she was looking on the ground the entire time. And then she just started looking at things and crying and walking away. And I was like, that bitch crazy. She just walk around things. What?
Giddy.
So my mom totally bought me this pop ring set. It was awesome. And I wore it on both my fingers. Pop rings, just in case you don't know, they're located at every Spencer's. They're mostly made out of jelly and sarcasm and kind of a little bit of depression. But it's okay. I wear them on a daily basis.
Sad.
And then I saw that there was this girl across the street. She was going, oh, at me, and then I got sad again. So I walked away.
Flabbergasted.
And then that bitch looked at me, and then she started crying and walked away. And I was like, what?
That is sad.
And then this was the worst part. As I was walking away, this lady kept following me. And then she had an issue with everything I was doing. And then I called my mom, and then I got sad. And then my mom got sad, and then we both just started crying for 2 hours, and I bought ice cream.
Another one. What was the other one? Yeah, what was the other one? Orgasmic. Orgasmic, thank you. Orgasmic.
So I just stretched my calf muscle. And I'll have you know, for a lady that likes to wear her pajamas and not move very often, it was quite a stretch. It was like butterflies came out my kneecaps. And then I saw stars. Just stretch over.
Giddy.
And then after I wore these blow pops on my fingers. I then bought this thing. It's like a feather for your earring though, not for your hair. It's really different. It's not the same thing. I colored it red, and then I colored it pink at the tip. So it's like ombre. It's a thing. Look it up on Instagram. You got it. Okay. And then also my mom, she kind of grounded me a little bit, but it's okay because my room's cool as shit. Whatever. I have more TVs in there than she does. Were you gonna make a noise or something?
What was the fifth and final one? I can't remember.
Distress.
Distress, thank you. Distress. Final.
So my fucking teenager comes in my house with these fucking blow rings. I give her $25 to go spend it on education, like a book or some shit, and she comes home with all this shit from Spencer's. I'm pretty sure she bought a dildo, that little bitch. Now I can either ground her, or I can send her to her uncle's house, all the way out in Bel Air. I will not pay for that taxi cab though, because more than likely she'll just spend it on hookers. I know that.
Sad.
And then this really angry mom came up out of nowhere. And she was really upset with her daughter. And then she mistook me for her daughter for some reason. We both had matching blow rings or something, I don't know. And then she just smacked me in the face. The end. The end. The end. I didn't know how long I was doing it for. So I was like, these people are probably really tired of me being a psychopath up here. All right, so now for my final act. I don't know how much time I have left. I'm guessing like 3 minutes maybe. I'm gonna do a thing called Just Monologue, and it's just monologue. But the cool thing about this monologue is I'm literally making it up now. So let's get a word. Any kind of word that is not fart, dick, or anything like that.
Softball.
Softball, okay. All right, let's get that countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name's Sarah, and I told my mom that I was joining the softball team. She first had an issue with it. She was like, oh, but you don't work out. And I was like, yeah, I know, Mom, that's why I joined the softball team. I wanted to get more in shape and make friends. She's like, oh, you'll make friends, all right. And I was like, oh, that's so nice of you, Mom. You believe in me. She's like, yeah, I believe in you. I was like, well, what was so funny about that, Mom? I don't know, just, you're gonna do a good job. You're gonna do a good job, honey. You got it. You got the face for it. Okay. As I thought about what my mom said, I was like, she's acting weird, whatever. So I went to practice. And I told the coach that I was really excited. And the coach said, oh, you'll be excited. You're really excited. I was like, yeah, I will be excited. Is there an issue with the excitement? Oh no, you'll fit in well here. It was the first game of the season. It was my turn to bat. And I watched the pitcher. I guess that's what they call it in softball. And I held my bat, mostly underhanded. That's, you do everything underhanded in softball. And I waited for that perfect pitch. I struck the bat, missed the first one. So I reset. Struck the bat again. Missed the second one. I thought, one more try, because I'm pretty sure there's also 3 strikes in softball. And I made a foul. I was like, oh, maybe there's like 3 more. Is the math the same? I'm not sure. Do they dumb down the math too? And I finally hit it. And I ran so fast that I instantly remembered that I didn't tie my shoe. And my face hit first. It was all right, everyone was like, oh yeah, you did it. I I'm pretty sure that was them cheering in the back, not laughing at me. Then right before I got to second, I got chokeslammed on accident. She was really like stretching for the ball, and I was like, oh, that means I run, right? I'm telling you people this because I learned a lesson that day. It doesn't matter how passionate you are about something. People are always going to be assholes to you and not tell you the rules of how to play the game. And that's life. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you liked what you saw today, you'll probably see a better version of that at the Chat Noir. We have extreme theater games going on. It's improv. We have a couple of cats here. Wages of Sin is filming this for me because they're super awesome. Joe Looney is an awesome musician. Let's give a round for Joe Looney. Woo! Let's give a big round of applause for CoCo, Rubio, and Sky City. Woo! Kitchen bartenders, giving them lots of money and stuff. And I'm Lynn Joyce. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, y'all, give it up for Amanda and Joe.